Hello, and welcome to Toffee Blue View, your source for all things Everton. I'm Gerry. There's Edward. Yeah, and life's not great.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
So, did you make it to the Burnley match on Sunday?
Yeah. Yeah, not great.
Yeah. So as frustrated as I was screaming at my television, Edward had it worse.
Yeah.
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 All right. So let's go ahead, dive into this. Good and bad and the ugly for the Burnley match. Let's start. You know what? Let's start with the big challenge. Let's start with the good.
You go first.
All right. I actually saw some good. You know, and here's what it is: the first 20 minutes. The
Like it
first.
says on the back.
the first 20 minutes. Oh, you saw it? Yeah.
Yeah.
First 20 minutes, we looked stronger than they did. We were attacking, we looked lively, and we looked the stronger team. We looked like an attacking team. It was great. We started 4-4-2. We started with two strikers, and funny enough, two of my strong points, also two of my good, are strikers. DCL.
Oh, yeah.
I thought DCL played well, and I thought Nias looked really lively, made himself open many times, and actually had some chances, mainly with his head. Yeah, and my last good, before this, gets to you.
Diabolical.
Yeah. Vlasic, when we had the ball, Vlasic looked strong. Okay? He looked strong on the ball. He was active. He had good vision. He looked like he wanted to be there. It was nice. But yeah, that's where the good ends for me. What about you?
We did put up a bit of effort, and like you say, first 20 minutes, we did well. But then we were playing natural positions. Or not natural, but we were actually playing in a good formation, which worked for what Coleman needed. And then it just reverted back to the same old crap. And yeah, like you say, DCL, Niasse both played absolutely brilliantly. Well, not brilliantly, but they were the best performers, I think, on the day. Vlasic looked livelier again. But that's about it.
All right.
Williams actually no. I'll get off Williams back for this game. I thought he actually did okay. It was one of his best games, I think.
Yeah, there were a couple moments where Williams got me frustrated. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
One of them was a really bad back pass to Pickford that just gave them an easy corner, and I was just like, yeah. But there was a different moment. Well, we'll get to that in a minute. So let's go bad. Not ugly, but bad. What do you got?
Just everything. Everything was just terrible that game. Like the thing I have in my vlog, which will be out later. We just kept going back to the same old. Like all the wingers were good. Vlasic, Sigurdsson, if they stayed in those positions for the whole game, as in like stayed and not having to cut inside, we would have won that. Guarantee you we would have won that. Because what they were doing when they were wide, putting the crosses in, people were getting onto the headers, and we were expanding out the defence of Burnley, which is what we needed to do for the entire game. But of course, tactics, whatever it was, Sigurdsson, Vlasic kept cutting inside, and it was narrow again, playing narrow straight into Burnley's hands, and then the fullbacks are exposed, get hit on counters, and then we're nearly conceding. So it's the same old, like nothing's changed. I thought we could have an easy win because of the formation that we played, but no, just same old tactics, and it's not working.
Yeah, so for you that would be the fact that it's stagnant. We're reverting back to type. I would say, and I've got something like that in my ugly, but For the bad, I'm going to say Sigurdsson's 2 misses.
Oh, yeah.
Awful. I mean, he's Thor. He should be making these. All right? I'm sorry. I put him up on, like, a bit of a pedestal. And when he's got a shot in front of goal, when there's not many people around him, I feel like he should bury it. And when he doesn't bury it, I'm opening up my brain and just having to massage it and say, please, why is this happening? You know, I don't get it. Because he's quality. He is quality. And he had, again, just like everybody else, he looked strong the first 20 minutes. You know? And then for bad, I'm starting to see some negative play, as in, like, not his best performances out of Schneiderlin. Which, I mean, he's a great player. I think he, like a lot of other players right now, are just not in his best form. And I don't know if it's just the fact that his brain's switched off because there's some bad juju in the air because there's a lot of negativity, but he didn't play all that great yesterday.
No, and he was probably one of the main people that made us concede.
And that's getting into my ugly. Because my first ugly is our defending on the first goal. All right? I saw a lot of people...
The only goal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it is the only goal. But it felt like there were more. A lot of people were slating Vlasic because he didn't track back. He didn't. That man...
He did switch off.
You know, he did. Guy caught him sleeping. And, I mean, who was it? Brady that did that?
Brady did that incredible 67-yard pass or something like that.
Yeah, Brady had a good game against us, but so Vlasic switched off for that, but it wasn't just Vlasic.
No.
During that play, Williams was way far back on the line. Like, he was back very far. He just kind of was in no man's land. It's almost like, what are you doing? All right? Not hugely at fault, but who is he helping there? All right? Also, when Hendrick got the ball and Schneiderlin just gave this kind of half-arsed slide in and Hendricks just dinked it to the right and just played it into the net. It was another bad play by Schneiderlin. All right? And Martina was not pressuring the cross. Okay? There were several moments. I went back and watched that goal several times. More than several. 6, 7 times. There were several opportunities where Martina could have been pressuring the people more on the outside, and he just kind of stayed put like he was worried about overcommitting. And that is symptomatic of our squad right now. All right? There's a lot of fear. All right? And that goes into my second ugly, our collapse when they scored. Our mentality is crap right now. It is a bad negative mentality. Because when I look at this game, if this game happened at the beginning of the season, all right, we would have looked at it and said, yes, we don't like losing to Burnley. That's unfortunate. Despite the fact that Burnley has won some away games, they've played good opposition, and they're in good form right now. All right, we still, because Burnley tends to be, lower half of the table often, we'd say we still should have won. But we would say, look at the stats. We outshot them by almost, we had like 24 shots. They had 7? And we outpossessed them. Granted, stats mean nothing when it compared to results. That's true. However, we would look at this and we would take some positives from it and we would say, you know what? We looked good the first 20 minutes. We were okay. All right? So yeah. But when they scored, it was a total shutdown. It was a total shutdown. And that's a mentality thing, and it has nothing to do with personnel.
No.
So, anyway, I'm off my rant. What's your ugly?
But, it's pretty much just echoing the same thing. The mentality as soon as that goal went in was just, no, it's not going to happen. And you could see straight away, as soon as we conceded, everyone, the ground the whole ground, just the atmosphere just felt acidic. Just didn't feel joyful. It didn't feel like we could do something. None of the players just could get it going. The manager, that's the other one. Koeman he doesn't look interested. He really just doesn't. Like, you could see Dyke, whenever in the lead up to the goal, Dyke was with his hands in the air, like, come on, be strong, drop off, or something like that. And we were doing, Koeman just doesn't look motivated at the minute. He really doesn't. Hands in his pockets all the time, and he's just, like, the players are looking at each other and not looking at him. They should be looking at him for the answers, but he can't provide any. They're having to look at each other for motivation. No one can do it because everyone's upset with the fact that we just conceded this crappy goal. Fans are getting on the backs, and just reverting back to the same old.
All right. Is there any kind of positive we can end on for this segment? Anything, any kind of positive we can take from yesterday?
Yeah, we don't have to put up with it for another 2 weeks.
That is one of the more cynical, yet very Evertonian answers. Because it's true. It's very true. All right, so anyway, that's our match reactions, the good and the bad and the ugly from Everton's loss to Burnley at Goodison. If you're digging these videos, subscribe. That little round logo in the corner, click it. Then you can subscribe, and then you can know when we're putting out a new video.
Don't forget to press the bell button.
Yeah, the bell.
Let you notified.
Hey, ring the bell. It'll help you. All right. And additionally, Edward's got a channel. Please check it out. It's lots of match day vlogs, and so there you go. Anyway, that's it. Edward, you got a final word?
Yeah, we'll try and be motivated for these, but it gets very hard to do so.
All right, that's it. Bye.